All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to what do we have? SpeedGaming 3. This is the Link to the Past Randomizer League 2025. We are in the playoffs. This is round one of the Open League playoffs between the Longshots and Yaps and Naps. This is game two with the Longshots up one game. I am Gilgamesh, joined today by MindDM in the booth. Hello.
Hi, hello. Yeah, we've got Dr. Earworm and Home_Wrecker representing the Longshots, and Trey Spire and Chloe Pryor representing Yaps and Naps. We've got a little co-op cross keys action on tap for you this evening.
I believe game one was duality, if I remember correctly.
That sounds kind of right.
Yeah. I remember it being pretty fast, so that means it was probably duality. Oh, it was 80 KDB. All right, well, you know what? We've already messed up and the stream hasn't even started yet, so...
It's one of those keys modes. We've got a bunch of them, and then we have Randomizer. So as long as you picked a keys mode, you were probably more right than you weren't.
Yes. All right. Well, today we've got cross keys. I think most people here know what the deal with cross keys is at this point. Both teammates will be info sharing with each other, and my DM and myself will be frantically trying to keep track of 4 screens at once. I'm missing multiple things, so please keep us honest to the best of your ability. I'm going to try something crazy and keep track of the entrances here. We'll see how long this lasts. Usually about 15 minutes or so.
As long as you know where the pig is at the end of the game, you're probably fine, right?
Probably.
But this is one of 2 series that is not yet complete, and both of those series are in Open League. We do not have a channel for the other game that is going on right now. It is also cross keys. It is a game 3 between Third Try Blind and Relegation Chest Boots. They're going to be deciding who goes on out of that pairing into the next round. And Longshot's going to try and seal their deal tonight. Yaps and Naps going to try to force this to a game 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out here, so I don't know what these seedings are. I was trying to figure out who would face who in the next round, but I don't know what the seedings are for the wildcard round, so I'm not going to try.
And it all reseeds anyway, so yeah.
Right, that's what I mean. So like Blackjack and Hookshots is the high seed in the semifinals, so they would get the low seed of whoever wins between these 2 matches, but I don't know what the seedings are, so it doesn't matter. Either way, we should be getting underway here soon-ish.
Once Doc puts in a file name, maybe?
Yeah. It's probably going to be Forg or something to that extent. I don't know. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Oh, nope. Doc says he's ready now. He had an IRL thing. All right. We will be hitting the buttons here soon. TM. Now, I don't know... Oh, Third Try Blind 3, Longshots 4, Yaps and Naps. Okay, so... I believe... Yeah, what Tyler's saying in chat, I think, is correct.
I don't have that up, but I'm assuming what it is Blackjack and Hookshots will get RCB if RCB wins, and if not, we get whatever the blender spits out.
Correct. Wait, no. What Tyler's saying is Yeah, that sounds right. So try blind wins. They'll get more than just another alt, and then the winner of this series will play blackjack and hook shots. I believe that's correct. But hey, we pressed the button. We're on our countdown here. We'll get started soon. We'll get to see some gaming. Well, potentially gaming. And we're off. And we have a moon pearl and a bow. All right, seat's over.
Yeah, put it back, roll a new one.
Yeah. All right, sanctuary over here at the ferry drop down.
And Homewrecker's very first move is going to be to make money. Okay.
Man. This is the only place where I think it's acceptable to do the hula hand, but even then, I'm still like, on it.
It's not like this is last season and we're playing co-op veterans where you just need to have all the money at all times, otherwise you just cry. This is cross keys. You're not going to spend all of this money, right?
Oh man! Oh come on, Doc! Oh exclamation point! Coward! Doc not attempting to do weaponless 3-heart spiral cave. Oh, some arrows on the guard prize pack there for home. So we have a weapon there. Whiffs on the bombs. Let's see.
Eastern Palace big for Trey in the well. So stack that together with the bow you already have, and
yeah, you're pretty happy about that.
Probably not going to see the classic Zolga EP play here. With the, we see it and we leave. No, when we see it, we can full clear it. Now, maybe you don't want to, but it's
I think you have to. If you find it, like, take the pretty price into doing it. Oh, speaking of things you don't want to complete, there's Aga Tower.
Kind of a humorous place for that.
Yeah, a little bit. No weapon, though, so can't do much in there. And we've got the Lost Woods drop down behind Aga with a Cane of Samaria. Oh, boy. Well, chances are this is going to be an Aga seed.
Probably finding your boots, so maybe you can at least count on that.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Eastern Palace, this is a little rough because they did not pick up that that big key. But this was, I believe, in the Lost Woods chest game. Meanwhile, Trey finding the front of Desert there at the Desert Fairy Cave. Shut. All right, well, Cane of Samaria confirmed required. Turtle Rock is a crystal. Where was the well?
That's a really good question.
Trey found it, so I'm not... Yeah, that's... I thought Hyrule Castle as well, but Doc was over at Hyrule Castle. I believe. That's where Spiral Cave was. I think. Or maybe not. The joys of trying to watch 4 people play Entrance at the same time. May have skipped it without bombs? That seems Sus.
That seems like an excessive kind of skip to me.
That seems like a team meeting. All right, let's see where. All right, so Desert Left spits us out here on the TR connector bridge, which is fun.
Kind of thing that could be useful later once you have a mirror, but right now it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Trey gonna take the long walk back through desert here to see what the east entrance leads us to. Oh, Doc, please. We have to do this the old-fashioned way. And we get rewarded with a compass. Lovely. All right, Trey gets spit out on East Death Mountain from that desert connector. Homewrecker finding a stick in Pyramid Ferry. Oh, and Chloe has found Zark World access. I didn't see what connector that was. I think that was Spectacle Bottom that spit us out here, but unfortunately gets chomped by one of the Snapdragon. Is that what those are? Snapdragons?
I've heard them called that.
Trey finding Hyrule Castle. Gonna go ahead and clear this out. Homewrecker deciding to just stand still for a little bit, as you do.
That might have been one of those internal team meetings where you're saying, all right, well, where do you want me to go? And the answer seems to be that the Longshots have no idea where they want Homewrecker to go.
I feel like eastern area here. Get the notes on the sheet, even if you have to stop for it in a second. Never stop. Learn to play with one hand. Okay, I guess Doc didn't check whatever this was. So yeah, this is the well here. Doc gonna go ahead and take the Fairy Ascension connector, which puts us at the Dark Lumberjack. Okay. Oh, I don't think you want to save and quit here. Yeah, I think we got Moon Pearl on the first check. I think you got to do these. All right. So I must have miss saw where Doc was initially when he found that Spiral Cave connector. But Home is going to get into the well here. Unfortunately, doesn't have any bombs, so is going to have to leave that bombable chest behind, same as Trey did. but we'll get that Eastern Big, which is, Doc is probably groaning at right now.
Trey, it seems, is going to give us Hyrule Castle East exit here. We'll see if this goes anywhere interesting.
Check your connectors, especially with Moon Pearl. I think it's pretty important to check your connectors as you've got them. That one, however, not particularly useful. Until we find a mirror.
Come back with a mirror.
Yeah. And even then, it's not really that useful. Alright, we find Saha here. We find out that Swamp is our green pendant.
And unless you have to turn that green pendant in, you're probably never coming back.
Yeah, unlikely. There's some bombs, finally, and a whole lot of nothing else in Mini Moldorm Cave. Alright, what kind of Skull Woods layout do we have today? A good one. Oh, okay, so the other side of Hyrule Castle is spitting us out back here on East Death Mountain. Or no, this was where Hyrule Castle main was, sorry, my bad. Trey gonna go ahead through this dark connector. I don't know what one this is. This looks like the Bat Death Mountain Descent Cave? And it puts us on the other side of Death Mountain. Let's see. Oh, mummied. And we find yet another connector here. Super Bunny. Fun little game of follow the connector. Doc, you have a boomerang. Just stun the Gibdos. Don't be a hero.
Well,
Fun
that's
fact.
what comes for heroes, I suppose.
Yeah, fun fact, boomerang stuns Gibdos.
Is that going to become Doc's fun fact? What is Tyler's fun fact?
I don't know.
Because everybody knows what home_records fun fact is.
Of course. Alright, Super Bunny's spitting us over here at Dark Shopping Mall. You can sell a good bee for 100 rupees, is Tyler's. Okay.
Oh, we're going to stun these Gibdos. Doc, please.
Yo, he realized, finally. Oh look, another connector. Hookshot Cave here at Ice Rod Cave area. Looks like Doc's just gonna... Oh, okay, Doc is gonna go back for the middle chest now. Homewrecker really needs to work on his note-taking. Desert. Okay. That's an interesting connector.
That's a fancy sort of place to go. You probably want to go down and at least see what this item is, but you're not going to check the other entrance just yet.
It is a big key to deserts. Okay, we have access to that. Oh, Chloe finding top of Paradox there at the Thieves Town entrance. Doesn't have a great... I mean, it has a couple bombs, but that's it.
Probably going to want more than a couple in that. Now, maybe you just go ahead and take the hit as a save and quit, or just go get all 5 chests and hope for the best.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I think, like, checking these entrances here in Vu and then going back makes sense, but unfortunately Chloe took a hit there, and now only has 1 heart. Oh, 2 hearts. That's enough to get through 1 Moldorm hit. Does pick up the Thieves Town big key, though. Alright, we are going to try this. Any pause buffering? Nope. Oh, that. Oh, do we have blue mail? Oh, we have blue mail. Oh, okay. That makes that a lot safer. Immediately gonna check this desert big key. Let's see. A fire rod. All right.
Okay.
Back to Skull Woods to check the back of Skull. Yeah, both players in Paradox gonna do a little bomb refill. And Trey finding an exit to the mire area there. GT big key. I wasn't keeping super close track of our drop downs. I'm not sure what's behind GT. I don't think we've seen Uncle. Oh, Desert's small in Paradox. That's fun. And Harabig. Trey finding Blind's hut somewhere, so we're hitting a lot of our 5-item caves pretty early. Oh, we ended up on top of the castle somehow. Neat.
One of those paradox connectors, probably.
And we have found Swamp Palace. First dip into the eastern area here for Trey.
I think Chloe's going to be the first one here to show us what's behind this bomb wall.
Yeah, I think that's the case. Let's see. About $50 for your trouble.
If we'd had that, we could have bought some bombs and checked it.
Oh, Trey finding pod. Did not catch where that was. We have 0 keys, but do have a bow, so we can get 3 checks in here. I appreciate the immediate mushroom turn in for Chloe. I think people tend to leave that a little too long, and you never know when you're going to run into the magic shop. We have not found it yet, so better to turn that in early than later. Not much there in pod, at least in the few checks we were able to look at. Oh, pod was at Eastern. That's funny.
That's an appropriate sort of place to put pod, I guess.
And we see Homewrecker dying to a green guard. Smart. And there's Thieves Town. All right, that is at Flute 5. So eastern area, kind of flush with dungeons. Fortunately,
And
Trey
that's-
not having the big key.
Yeah, it's one we've seen the big key to, but not one that Trey has.
Well, I mean, even if Trey had the big key, I don't think you go in the back here without a way to actually kill blind anyway. So, meanwhile, Doc finding a glove here in checkerboard. This was at Hype Cave. All right, good find.
That DP Swall was burning a hole in Chloe's pocket, finds the Skullwoods big behind it.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's one you kind of groan at if you've been to Skullwoods already. You don't really want to go back there just for that, but, you know, maybe once Yaps and Naps finds that fire rod, a little more incentive to head back up there, check the big chest, and see what's at the back of Skullwoods entrance. Will Doc attempt a fake flipper here, or splash delete to get to pod area? On one heart. Well, there's your answer. Okay, so Home is going to go back into Skullwoods. Well, not back into, go into Skullwoods for the first time for him. Pick up that bomb boost, and then we'll be able to get a peek at what the, well, sorry, I stand corrected. Home's going to have to pick up some magic first, and then we'll be able to check what is at the entrance in the back of Skullwoods.
That's fine, it's Skullwoods, you can find that.
Probably. Okay, Homewrecker. Boomerang does not affect the red berries. Fun fact. Curious as to why they die instead of save and quit. So the answer to that is if you want to continue where you're at in the overworld. So if you go into a specific entrance, and you still have other entrances to check, dying will put you at the beginning of the dungeon you were in, and then you can just leave and continue along the way, whereas a save and quit will send you back to either Sanctuary or Link's house. Alright, and we are seeing Chloe go into Eastern here with both the bow and big key. Looks like Doc is gonna head straight back to, or no, Doc doesn't know this is the East Town, right?
I don't think Longshots knows that that's there yet, until now.
Again, Doc does not have a weapon to kill blind, so I don't think he'd rush back here with that big key. I really don't expect Doc to go into the back without a weapon. Home, please. Oh, home, dude. 30 arrows to kill 3 Moldorms. Alright, Eastern Pal's big chest for Chloe here. We'll see if this big key leads us to anything important. $1.
Cash money and not much.
Chloe will be able to go on and finish the dungeon, should they choose. I don't think advanced logic is on in this branch. No, this is cross keys, so it's not. So it's not doing Armos is not logical, even though we know where the fire rod is. So what do we? I mean, we've seen a lot of things between both teams at this point. We haven't seen any of those glove locked entrances since Doc found the gloves. I feel like we've taken most of our connectors at this point.
I think we've largely seen them, but we do have Homewrecker now with that glove. Let's see if he wants to start making glove checks.
Yeah, because we know we have access to the Desert Rock as well as both the rocks at Ice Rod Cave and in Dark Shopping. I don't remember what dropped down. Was that Sanctuary? I don't think it was anything particularly exciting, though. Chloe does a good job getting through that dark room here in Eastern Palace.
Here's 50 Rupee Cave Rock. GT!
And there's GT! Boy, if only we had a Samaria.
Yeah, that Samaria is just a little buried. The hammer...
You know what we do have, my DM?
We have a bow and a big key, don't we?
And a fire rod.
Yep.
And 3 GT small keys.
And home_record just says nope.
Any climbers in chat? So obviously we're being a little tongue-in-cheek there, but I would actually be a little concerned about that given the equipment we've been given so far. It's something I would definitely have in the back of my mind, especially given that we don't have a ton on the table at this point. All right, Chloe finishing up
on the table, yeah, Chloe putting that Eastern Crystal on the table.
Nice to have one in your pocket already.
It's not exactly duality. One doesn't change a whole lot for you, but you'd sure rather have it than not.
Looks like Doc's gonna go make the play over to Ice Rod Cave, see what's under this rock. Oh, how about Turtle Rock? Not really a whole lot we can do here either, but there is one chest in Logic. Doc not even going to attempt to take down that Pokey.
What, no archery pokey?
Only we had a sword. Alas, just more bombs.
Skullwood's big leading to a heart container. Chloe probably happy to have it, but that's not going to change a whole lot.
Chloe's pretty healthy right now. 8 hearts, 9 hearts, blue mail. Like, pretty good. Oh, we will get to see what this desert back entrance leads to now that Doc has a glove. And it's $20. Gonna go ahead and fluff that. So we've got the rock entrance at Dark Shopping Mall. We've got... Oh, well, we've got Ice Palace here from Trey. With no Samaria, no glove, no keys, no hammer. Basically, the best Ice Palace you could ask for. Hope you know the bomb strat in this room. Oh, jeez. So, Spike Cave's there at the back of Skullwoods.
That's just lovely, except for the fact that we still don't have a hammer. Or, yeah, a hammer.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that I would do anything more than this first chest at Ice Palace from Trey. This is pretty cursed right now. Like, trying to kill this Stalfos in the drop-down room with no sword and only 4, like, this is...
What, you don't just do the NMG bomb in a pot strat? That's...
I mean, yeah, you can. It just... This is...
Just don't screw it up, Forehead. That's all you have to do.
How is Trey gonna kill the Pangators in the next Pangator?
Bombs.
What bombs?
Okay, that's a bit more of an open question now, isn't it?
Whoops.
All right, well, that thing where I was saying, yeah, you're not supposed to screw it up. This is not that.
Yeah, all you need is 2, sure, but oh, the full magic refill there is pretty nice, though.
Alright, so you could blue cane them, I guess?
I think if you clump them together, I think you can get away with that.
I mean, they're all gonna come right for you, it'll be fine.
Why are we flipping the switch, Trey? You are not bomb jumping this.
You and I know that. I think Trey had to think about it for a second.
That was wasted magic, too. So anyway, like I was saying, I probably would have stopped after that first chest. He can't kill 5 Pentagators with 1 bomb. All those arrows, though, but he's got to get around these guys. They two fire rush shots. I think with burn, though, he can get them down pretty good. Nope. Yeah, that doesn't work. Luckily, Chloe finally finding that glove for Yaps and Naps. Doc has spent quite a large amount of time on critical health this seed. So where was that? Ice Palace was at the bomb shop, it looked like? Any climbers in chat?
I think we're starting to come down to that as the answer. This will be great.
Hammer on the climb, maybe? Oh, we got this right, the spiral cave that Doc found early. Gonna finally take this. We haven't found a connector to West Death Mountain yet, so that could be a big get if we can find one of those.
Didn't Trey find one, but it's illogical because it's lamp locked?
That was to dark West Death Mountain, not
it was,
light West Death Mountain.
Yeah. Well, you've been playing forever. Just have the mirror by now, Forehead. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, easy.
It's on the climb.
Oh, Meyer area, okay. Oh, I think maybe Trey found this earlier.
Yeah, Trey was here.
Okay, we've seen both ends of that connector, so that one's dead. All right, Chloe is in GT. Doesn't have a fire source though, so cannot do climbers. Yeah, I mean we have the climb as an option. There are technically 2 more chests in Logic and Ice Palace. Yeah, I mean options are pretty thin at this point. The blinds chest in Thieves Town. Doc's gonna go back to pod here with 1 small key.
Oh, speaking of things that are nominally in Logic but terrible, remember how nobody took that big key and went to the back of Thieves Town where there is one in Logic, Chet?
Yeah. Yep. That's
a thing that exists.
I mean, the Doc's in the area here. Maybe he does that after he's finished in pod. Nice lamp. Okay. That doesn't really do anything for us. It puts the second chest of Castle Tower in Logic, I guess. Chloe putting that burn to good use. We will get to see what's in Lava Chest. Another pod small. Interesting. All right, so all the 6 locked pod items are also 4 TR small locked. Yeah, I mean we're still kind of down to these less than desirable options.
It's okay, Gil. You can call them terrible, because they are.
The question is, which one is the least terrible?
I mean, if you're in a decent shape, consumables-wise, probably Ice Palace.
Yeah, I kind of think that it's only for 2 checks.
Yeah.
Looks like Doc has decided to do things that are not in logic.
Realistically, I just don't want to do GT climb with no sword, no hook.
Yeah, I mean, I do wish we knew what was behind GT. I was not tracking the drop downs very well.
And we do have that blue cane, so maybe we're in a position where you say, you know what, I have a weapon that kills blind as long as I'm not terrible.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you have to be very careful about your magic usage, but it is a way to do that. Doc does find the swamp big under the bridge there, so that's sure, whatever.
It's a thing that exists that we can't actually make use of yet.
Except we're gonna go for okay, yeah, Zora is in logic. That is true. We have a glove, so. Oh, hype cave here at Waterfall.
Auto logic Johnny, sure, why not?
Nice bomb throw there. Yep. Have to reset the. And that's the last of our 5-item caves, too. And garbage.
Lots of hot garbo behind Johnny. Okie dokie. This, all these sequence breaks, Gil, are not really yielding the kinds of things that Doc might have hoped.
We'll see. I mean, Zora is not a sequence break, but we'll see what's on the ledge here. We can also splash delete for that map, which we will not. Homework are taking the scenic route through Super Bunny.
If you don't have a mirror and you don't have a hook shot, you also don't have a choice.
Trey gonna take another crack at Ice Palace here? No, Trey has no magic. Trey's not. Oh, nice book, dude. Book W. All right. Can we just continue following the breadcrumbs to the desert main entrance? And then if you don't find something there, then you just go suck it up and do the GT climb? Any Bo Lanmo 2s?
That fight's cursed enough when there's not a shooter in the room.
At Clearmouse? Oh, we haven't seen this yet. I don't think we've seen this Rocket Dark Shopping Mall. Chloe is in the back of pod with that second pod small from Lava Chest, finding the Mire Big.
Something else that doesn't do us any good, because we could walk in Mire's entrance theoretically if we knew where it was and stare forlornly at that gap we can't cross.
Mm-hmm. Pick up a TR small. Oh, wait. There's a TR small 6 locked in pod, but I thought the 6 slot keys were locked behind the TR, all 4 TR smalls. What? Anyway, back of Desert at Desert Main, which is funny.
Well, that was a 4-pod small locked key.
That was the basement, not in the... Okay,
basement.
okay. This Landmo fight is very in logic, which is interesting. Perhaps this might be the hammer we've been seeking. Homewrecker decided to manage to do the fake flipper over here to the pod area. Oh, I thought Doc was going to try bomb Lando there. Oh.
Oh, here comes that bow Landmo you were talking about.
There it is. Alright, and we have 50 bucks. Alright, well, not what we were looking for, but it is another crystal, so check that one off on the board there.
No, we followed the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs, somewhat useful, question mark. You can, if we find the mirror, you can get there another way, but
yeah,
for the moment, you can't.
I was pretty prepared for something to be there at that point, given all the desert gear we've gotten. Trey back in Eastern here, cleaning up this dungeon.
I think that evens our teams up at 2 crystals apiece.
Chloe finding that book for Yaps and Naps. What's that? Mimic Cave and like one of the worst possible locations with no hammer? Don't mind if I do. We still have CT2. Which it looks like we're going to see that from Trey here. And Chloe? No, okay. Chloe's going to check that book. We'll get their crystal from Landmo. Alright, let's see CT2. This Trey doesn't have the lamp, but this is logical. Nope, that's not it. We tried. Homewrecker, what are we doing? Dude, buddy. This is... Oh, Home did do that chest in the dark? Okay. Wow, nice ledge fluff.
Trey going to go for the Houlihan. We're a little into this to be popping the Houlihan, but alright, I guess if you think you need to get that book, then...
Yeah, they know the book's on there, and they know that they don't have a whole lot left, so they're probably thinking what I thought, that like, oh, this has got to be it.
But no, Doc, apparently it's worse.
It is, yeah. Doc finds Ice Palace, Homewrecker finds Laser Bridge.
Laser Bridge.
Doc a little bit better equipped here to make his way through this, so should be able to get to the double freezer chest as well as iced tea, which are both in logic. What Homewrecker is doing right now, not in logic. This was at the Dark Potion Shop. Another pod small. Bottle is progression. I mean, sure. It's not, again, not logical, but yeah. Yes, home fake flipper here. We do not have a logical way to East Dark World at the moment. I hate the way Homewrecker does that room, but it works. Or sorry, that was Doc, not Homewrecker.
That was Doc.
Yeah. Well, I don't like that either. Wait, no, that was the right way. Sorry, I'm confusing things. Ignore me.
I have no idea what world you live in where that was the right.
No, that was I've seen Homewrecker do that some weird ass way, and it confused me.
Everybody's winging that bomb in Johnny 2 bombs too early. Trey just did the same thing.
Well, because they don't want to accidentally touch him and get the item and end up getting dunked, so. Alright. We are into some new items here in Ice Palace. And Home is going to go ahead and make the play into Thieves Town. Oh, there's Castle Tower 2. Any boots? Although we don't have a way to kill Ag. We can't get to Aga yet. What's that lumberjack? Kingdom Samaria is that lumberjack.
And we do have Homewrecker in the back of Thieves now.
Yeah. Okay, there's a logical bottle for us in Ice Palace. Chloe following pretty close behind here in Thieves as well. Her home is probably not going to be able to beat blind. I don't think there's enough magic refills in here.
No.
Well, I guess if he gets
random things to.
Well, he got two there, and there's the one in before blind cell, so it's hard for me to tell on the screen if that'll fill him up.
It might.
Oh my. Okay, wait a second.
That's
okay, so that's not in logic.
Town Smolky.
Yeah. But nice hammer in the attic of Thieves Town there. All right, well, suddenly we have a way to kill blind.
Yeah, it's called Hammer Phase 1 and then Blue Cane, Blue Cane, Blue Cane.
Alright, so Chloe just picked that up. Trey's in Thieves Town now. I assume Doc will be in Thieves Town shortly. So where... Oh man, I can't wait to see that Thieves Town small on the climb. Doc is going the wrong way for Thieves Town. And Ice Rod and Blind Cell. We do need that to complete the seed, so good find. Oh, Doc's gonna check this bottle first. Okay, for the Thieves Town Small, probably. Nope, just to be smart. Home, what are we doing, man?
Fluffing around, finding out.
You've got a fairy in a bottle, and you've got Berna. Like, this blind fight is free. Oh, good. Homewrecker deciding to leave the door open and blind. This has never backfired on him before.
Pretty solid hammer fight, though.
Yeah, gets that done. Doc heading over to Thieves Town now as well to pick up the hammer. So, we have hammer now, but... which is great, you know, we love hammer, but what does this actually do for us now? Because Home has already done all of East Dark World.
It gives us access to whatever's in that spike cave at the back of Skull Woods.
Sure. The Mimic Cave we found as well at Pod.
Mm-hmm.
Which looks like we will see from Chloe. Will we ever find a sword?
Secretly swordless. Now that you've got your hammer, you can go kill Aga for your Queen of Samaria and keep going.
Alright, Mimic Cave. Swamp Small. We don't necessarily need that. Swamp is a pendant. And we somehow still have not gotten to West Death Mountain yet. It's got to be flute access at this point, I think. Or I guess mirror access.
Maybe there's a connector there at Hammer House in the Thieves Overworld.
Oh yeah, that is an interest that we can check with the hammer now. Did Trey also pick up the ledge item?
Trey did.
Yeah, I'm still very suspicious of that GT climb, which is a little bit better now with that hammer. What's behind GT? I don't know. I was doing a bad job of tracking drop-downs early on. I don't think we've seen Uncle. So that would be my guess. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Doc's gotta be a little careful here. Oh, yeah, yeah.
If you got that fancy blue from Ice Palace, just use it.
Yep, better safe than sorry. Yeah, this is interesting because that hammer was a nice find, but it's not really what we were looking for right now. Doc's gonna go ahead and clean up this mimic cave just so this doesn't get left forever. Oh, a shovel! Was this the sanctuary drop down? Oh no, this was that. Yeah. All right, that's fun. Sure. I mean, I guess that's probably the best place for it. It's gonna be a drop down. Pot small. Throw it in the bin. So we've done a bunch of out of logic stuff. We've gotten rewarded with the hammer, and we're back to where we started.
That seems about right.
Trey will be able to get the right side items in here if he bomb jumps across the berry room. So welcome on in Raiders from Zelga. Welcome to the I would call this maybe one of the more frustrating cross key scenes I've seen in a while.
And Chloe's gonna take our nice out of logic hammer and go do some out of logic hammer checks in GT. I like this.
Yeah. Sure. Love to set up bomb jumps without a sword.
You, Chloe, and everybody else.
I don't think that was low enough. This is actually a pretty easy one to set up. You actually just move one tile. You set up against the block, and then you just move one tile down to drop the bomb. All right, here's that hammer peg house you mentioned earlier. And that's... Well, this could be our mountain access. I don't know what's happening here, because, you know. And he gave up.
Okay,
I still don't know which one that was. So for those just tuning in, logically our options have dwindled to essentially GT climb with our current equipment, or...
We still haven't seen... Well, Spike's out of logic, though, because hammer.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just GT Climb. Edge? Nothing there today. Yeah, I think logically it's just GT Climb. Unless I don't know what that dark connector homewrecker found was. I mean, that's logical because we do have lamp. It's got to either be the front of Old Man Rescue or back of Old Man. Which both could lead to places we haven't seen yet. Alright, Trey's gonna go ahead and do this bomb jump. Going to attempt to do this bomb jump. I actually don't know the setup for this one myself. I know everyone says it's super easy.
It is, as long as you can set it up with the sword.
Oh.
But I think what's happening is that Trey is not getting far enough down.
So it looks like the Hammer Pig house was indeed the Old Man Rescue. Which is funny, but also not logically what we're supposed to be doing. But maybe we'll backdoor our way into a couple swords here to make this GT Climb less terrible. Homewrecker gonna head into... I appreciate, like, nobody wanting to do the climb, but, like, continually doing out-of-logic stuff like this is probably not gonna get you... unless it's just... I mean, I guess the danger is doing the GT Climb and finding out it's just the Thieves Town small key up there.
That is what you're trying to avoid, but then what if you get up there and it's that and...
Yeah, I mean, it could very well be the mirror up there, or it could be flippers up there, or your boots, God forbid. They could be the very funny thing of your hookshot up there for, you know, like, who knows? Okay, here we're going to see the cursed way that Homewrecker does this.
I guess I hate that less than what I saw Doc do, strangely enough.
All right, I think it might be time.
Is it time, Gil?
I think it's time for climbers.
Not even willing to have a look at the out-of-logic things. Doc's just going.
Yeah, I think if you're comfortable with that bomb jump, I might check DM room, but this is fine too. I mean, he's got a blue potion. He's got 11 hearts. You know, he's got hammer. This is totally doable. It's not fun, but and Homewrecker does have this ice palace small from out of logic. Back of pod, so gets to do this right side a little bit easier.
gets to do it at all. Trey didn't get his bomb jump.
Right, yeah. Oh, the compass to this dungeon. How nice.
And the dungeon-colored cash money.
Alright, so let's see. What's the most cursed thing here? Thieves Town small with something being in the Thieves Town big chest? Although, we haven't really found that hammer leading to anything at this point, so I feel like there's gotta be something else. This room is especially cursed. Oh, Holmes is going to go ahead and try to beat Gold Stare, huh?
I don't hate it. You're
well,
here.
he's got a fairy at least. Trey exploring this West Death Mountain that we found through the connector there, although, again, there was really not a whole lot to be found up here. Looks like maybe Chloe gonna go ahead and take the plunge, or the climb, as it were.
Holmes got one puff down.
Yeah, a bit of a puff party happening here, but managing it pretty well. Was managing it pretty well. Oh. One more hit. 2 more hits. 3 more hits. I haven't been counting. All right, there we go. Save the fairy even. All right, top of GT. We get a big Ketapod. Not really what we were looking for, but probably do need that, or definitely do need that. Homewrecker picking up a pendant. Alright, so the pod big doesn't do it. That's not logically what we were looking for. There's that mirror in pre-mold Orb 2 chest. Alright.
It's a revolting development.
Yep. You know what the best part is? We may still have to climb again.
As possible.
But definitely required. Two required items up there. At least. We can check the tablets. We can't get what's on them, but we can check them. Yeah, still no flippers. And we have both Yaps and Naps players committing to this climb now. They have to be basically at nothing else available. It's like maybe Holmes gonna go ahead and take a crack at this bomb jump.
Again, I'm not against it as long as you can get it lined up properly.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you're comfortable doing it, I think it's worth doing these checks before climbing. Because if a sword's here, it's just makes everything way easier. Yep, gets it first try. Oh, that's not a sword. That's the opposite of a sword. Harris. Oh, this is like Homewrecker's favorite room. And now we get to do this cursed death war. Homewrecker, use your B button. Slash your sword that doesn't exist and take fireball hits instead. Oh, also he's got a fairy. Yeah. He realized. But now he doesn't have a fairy for the climb. Oh, hey, Doc found boots.
Oh, look, boots. That almost had to be in whatever entrance was at the left side of Quarreling Brothers.
Yep.
Since
all right,
we are checks.
We're a sword away from Aga now. This does give us a bunch more entrances. Fire, perhaps? I don't really know where connector... I don't think there's any valuable... Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
And how you can use your hammer and get to the other side of Death Mountain, which we've already seen, of course.
You can do it all here.
You can do that.
Do the drop downs. We also can do the TR connector bridge mirror spot as well if we want to go back there. Entrance-wise, we now have access to almost everything. There's the Thieves' Town Small. All right, suddenly we're back in logic. We've done it. Doc taking a moment to admire the beauty and majesty of the Thieves' Town Small Key.
Oh, Chloe taking a Wizrobe shot right to the face. There's that fairy, though.
Yeah, even on Blue Mail, those guys still hurt quite a bit. I believe it's 3 hearts on Blue Mail. Man, we can't even Moldorm bounce even if you wanted to. Alright, so far, the rest of the mountain, still kind of garbage. Homewrecker needs to work on his bow ammo. Dude, just use hammer, man. This is like...
He started out with hammer. It didn't go well. That's why he's on the bow.
Death Mountain kind of sucks. Craig going straight for the mire area here. I'm gonna check Checkerboard Cave. See how long Doc has this boots advantage. Does Home have enough magic? He doesn't have lamp. He does have enough as long as he doesn't mess this up. He's doing this the wrong way though. Okay. Oh, Hera, alright. This is a beatable dungeon. Doc, unfortunately, does not have that wonderful small key. Alright. Homewrecker's got his mirror. He's off to grab his boots. And the hunt continues for the next piece of progression. Well, Homewrecker was going to get his boots, but had to take a minute to stop and smell the roses. I know Tyler explained why they've been pausing like that, but I will keep ripping on them for the remainder of this season because of it. Don't do it, Doc. Oh, using the dash strat there. Would you rather forget shit? I would, yes. I would forget stuff all the time.
Just use the shared tracker thing instead. It's fine, as long as you can read it.
Alright, so TR big key, which is good. We need that. Oh, back of Skullwoods here, which we can't do, because no sword.
Unless there's just a sword in the underbridge chest.
Please. Oh, was this maybe this was where the boots were? It was.
Ah, okay.
Hey, we've done it. An hour and 23 minutes in, we have finally found a sword. As Trey is about to pick up the boots here in the back of Skullwoods. Alright, so now we can go get that Samaria. We can beat Trinex. We can beat Skullwoods. We can beat Pod. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we at go mode? Is that go mode? We don't need Mire or Swamp. No, we need another sword. We are in sword go mode?
Oh, good.
Am I reading that right?
That sounded accurate anyway.
Lovely. How much out of logic stuff was done in GT Basement? Just DM room. Yeah, I mean, I think you just beat your dungeons and hope you find a sword along the way at this point. Although Homewrecker may want to pick up that lamp at some point if this ends up being a Master Sword Silverless Ganon fight. What do you think the chances are Homewrecker does Hero Basement when he's
0. There's probably a sword there, though.
Doc can talk him into it? Did Doc talk him into fluffing these bombs for no reason? Oh, Bach chest in Hookshot Cave here. Yeah, just a compass. Alright, Chloe's about to find Hera, so that will get Yaps and Naps their sword. Oh, looks like we are going to see the GT basement sequence break from Trey. This is not the worst play in the world. I don't know how much crystal knowledge Yaps and Naps have. I don't know how if they realize how close they are to Echo mode. But if you're just looking for a sword, this is pretty dense. Someday this Aga fight will be over.
Well, at least everybody has to do it.
What is this?
What is...
Oh, we're checking Magic Bat?
With our out of logic powder from the room, sure.
Oh, the OK Boomerang.
This is a boomerang that exists.
Alright, well, we have our Samaria now from Doc. Oh, Trey picking up the Mirror Shield in Rando Room. And the Bug Net, wow. Untold riches.
All of a sudden with that Samaria, we've got right side GT. It's all nice and logical.
Yeah, I think Doc and Home are probably just going to clear some dungeons and hope to see a sword along the way at this point.
And if not, then they get to go fish.
Yeah. Chloe now has that sword knowledge from Moldorm. Trey's obviously down here already, going to finish finish checking what we can. But I would expect Chloe to make a beeline for Aga Tower at this point. I'm not actually 100% sure on the small key situation for Pod and Duck, for Home and Duck. I'm not sure how many they spent when they were in there, or if they need an extra to finish it. I'm surprised Chloe's putting off Aga Tower to do other stuff right now. Especially, like, pretty sure you want to get that Samaria before you go back into Ice Palace, but...
You would think so.
Did Homewrecker not check Pedestal?
I could have sworn that Homewrecker checked Pedestal.
Oh, Doc's just gonna go through the portal this way. Okay. I'm almost certain Trey and Chloe know that Samaria is behind Aga Tower. It would be shocking to find that they did not check one of the drop downs an hour and a half into the seed.
Wow, unlike the entirety of Longshots, Yaps and Naps just did the Stelphos Knight drop down room the right way. Good job, Chloe. And see, I try to give you all the props in the world, and then you just forget that the key bar exists for a hot second and try to open the door without it. Gil, why do I try? Why do I try to be nice to these people?
I don't even try. Alright, yeah, Doc doing some more crystal cleanup here. Yeah, this Ice Palace play for Chloe is kind of baffling to me. I'm not sure I understand the thought process on this one.
I mean, this isn't something weird like the other Castle Tower Small was in here and you have to come get it. Was it?
Oh. No, it looks... Well, I can't really read the tracker. Maybe Chloe doesn't have both Castle Tower Smalls? That might be the case, actually, now that you say that. This might have been an Ice Palace Big Chest, or no, not Big Chest, this one. They do not have both. Okay, then it is right here. Yeah, okay. Alright, I take back everything I said. This makes perfect sense. I think Laser Bridge is probably the next stop for Doc. Oh no. It's fine. We have Hammer. We can beat a Trinex. This is fine.
And that's the whole point of buying some blue potions. Just make sure that it's fine.
I had Laser Bridge marked down on here somewhere. I think it was on the mountain. This is not. This is Pod. Oh, okay, so he's gonna go finish off Pod first.
Laser Bridge was at Dark Flute 2? Or am I going completely insane? Because
yes, yeah, no, you're right.
Did it.
Yeah, Dark Potion Shop. Yes, you are correct. Doc, just doing all the other dungeons first, hoping to spike a sword before doing Trinex. I'll tell you, there's nothing I love more than a little sword go mode. Alright, Homewrecker here, taunting the frog. Well done. Also, the longest menu ever to get to the mirror. Really rubbing it in Doc's face that he can afford all these potions. Imagine if he had mirrored like over here instead of down there to do this loop. This seat's kind of wild, honestly. Like, you know, we're an hour and 40 into this. We may never find Hookshot or Flippers, never have to touch Swamp Palace, never even find Mire.
And we've seen a whole bunch of illogical checks in Ganon's Tower that are behind that Hookshot.
Yep. Nice job on Helma there for Doc. And just a heart piece. Not the sword we were looking for, but that is crystal number 6. So we do get a handful of checks in TR. You know, Doc can do Crystal Roller if he wants, Trinex, and then front of TR as well after beating Trinex. I don't believe we've seen the front of TR entrance.
I don't think we have.
Oh, Doc's getting back in here. Oh, just a quick check of big key chest. Make use of that key. I'm not sure why Trey is not... Okay, so... Oh, a small key to this dungeon. Trey does have both Aga Tower smalls. I don't know why you would come into TR here without some Aria. Like, just go do Aga. No, you're good, Doc. Oh no! Wait, we can save and quit to the pyramid if we're in the Dark World, which Doc is not, but the old man is? No? This is fine. I don't know what happened there, but it'll be fine.
Choices were made.
Go into the Dark World, then we'll save and quit. Nope, we're not going to the Dark World. Just kidding. We're instead going to go somewhere else. Whatever. Okay, we're just gonna do it this way. This is fine. We have 2 keys. We can do it this way. Home is really gonna want that lamp, I think.
It sure is looking that way, isn't it?
Because it doesn't seem like we're gonna get a lot of help here on this Ganon fight. Speaking of help, somebody help Home navigate this room with that lamp.
It's not all that difficult to navigate with that lamp until it's in a miser and you don't actually have fire bars to work with.
That's when it gets real hairy. I think you got it. One heart, hammer, try next. This is fine. It's like Chloe's headed to Laser Bridge, so Chloe's just going to do this from Laser. I do kind of like this play on Yaps and Apps' part, because like of the dungeons that you have to go back and complete, this is going to be the most dense. Because you're going to get all 3 items in the front as well. Oh. This is fine.
Probably. Probably fine.
Just don't touch the turtle.
Snake.
Turtle snake. It's not Snake Rock, it's Turtle Rock. Oh, Jesus! Alright, we're fine. And we get some bombs. And crystal number 7! Alright, that's 7 crystals. We can go beat Ganon now, right?
Sure, we can also open the GT entrance and maybe it has a sword in it.
Oh, man. I don't even know what... I mean, yeah, maybe it's like GT entrance is Meyer and all the swords are in there. So where do you... Okay, what do you check now? I mean, they haven't done GT Basement, so that's probably first on their mind, right?
Makes
For
sense.
Doc and Home.
Whole bunch of stuff there.
And Doc does get the ability to check Compass Chest, which Trey did not have when Trey was in there. Chloe also having a fun time with Trinex and also fine. See, everything is fine. I don't know why anybody's worried. Alright. Well, nothing in the front of TR. The hunt continues. We're gonna see Meyer entrance. This could be spicy. Because Longshots don't have this Quake, although I think it's just on left side GT, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
How about a vanilla mire entrance? Trey immediately says no. I'm out of here. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure why Trey is checking entrances at this point if they're not gonna go in, but I guess they were there, so they figured just peek and see what it is.
See if it has something with a quick check I can grab. It has a sword in it, maybe, and then, well, if I'm gonna get stuck in there for a while, maybe I want to have my crystal done just in case Chloe finds a swingy somewhere else.
Yeah. Nothing in compass room for Doc, so we know that the rest of GT was dry, so our answer is not here. Tyler, how happy are you that you were not playing this seed?
See, Gil, I'm a little disappointed at this point. The call is not Tyler and Adelor, because they would both just be losing their minds.
Listen, I've heard Tyler on comms before for his team, and it's not pretty. If only Home knew how close he was to Meyer. Oh god, Doc ran out of arrows on Armos.
Oh, good.
Alright, Trey is making the play into Meyer, though. A sword in here would be a pretty big deal for Yaps and Naps. So I think it'll be a little while before Longshots finds this. Is Quake out of logic? Yes. I believe it was in Rando Room or something. Yeah, I mean, yes, that does mean the sword would also be out of logic if it were here, but that doesn't stop us. I suspect Trey will. Oh, I was suspect Trey will stop prior to going to Vitreous, but Trey cannot go to Vitreous because Trey does not have the Meyer Big Key. So, problem solved. Oh, there it is! Juicetown has the juice! Alright. There is one of our swords. So that... Yaps and Naps is in go mode. Doc does pick up that Quake here in GT. Longshots have a little bit of time, because Trey still does need to do the GT climb. I'm not sure what Chloe's still looking for here.
That may have been I'm most of the way here when I hear about.
Yeah, if a sword's here already.
Maybe I'm just a screen transition away from a sword, and I
just that's
don't
true.
Ever have to go into Meyer.
But gonna head over here to the left side to get that Quake. Trey heading up to Aga Tower. So yeah, Longshots I think has a little bit of time to find this, but the clock is ticking. I kind of hope we see I would love to see GT entrance here from Doc, but I don't think that's going to happen. What's your route to the Meyer area? I don't know, some connector. I honestly don't remember.
I really do not recall. And maybe Doc doesn't either.
Is Buyer Entrance vanilla? It sure is. It sure is. And, you know, not for nothing, after we still have to do a Master Sword Silverless Ganon fight without half magic, without much, like, this is not exactly free either, so. Oh, I think Doc's gonna check the GT entrance. I'm into it. Yeah, Trey does have 3 bottles, that's true. Homewrecker still doesn't have a lamp, by the way.
Where was that lamp? I've forgotten at this point.
Somewhere stupid, I think. Oh, the dam? No, no thanks, buddy. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh.
That's so bad.
I mean, it's Swamp. There's a sword in it contractually, right?
Well, we don't have flippers, so we can't go into Swamp, but that is going to bring Doc to a bunch of other crap now. Oh, Lamp was in pod. Oh, right, it was in the Southwest base pod. Yes. Hey, we can climb GT now. Climbers? Nice cape. This is one of the most frustrating experiences playing Rando, is when you're in Sword Go mode, there's 3 of them out there, and you're like, I just need to find one of these stupid things. Alright, Hookshot Cave. I mean, if there could be a sword here. I do think the window is starting to close on Longshots for finding this sword, though. Oh, silvers! Okay. Oh, never mind. That was bad. That's bad. That's bad.
Well, Doc's going to Swamp. I don't think there's any way around that.
Yeah. It was good for a second, and then it got bad. Unless maybe there's a sword in the first chest of Swamp?
Yeah, first couple of chests of Swamp would still be reasonable, since getting to Mire seems to be bad enough that Doc didn't want to do it.
I mean, it's going all the way to Mire for 1 entrance. Like, I get not wanting to go there and check that. Alright, Trey's got to go pick up this Samaria, and here we are in Swamp Palace. Will the memes be real? There are still 2 swords out there somewhere. Yeah, let's just find every other piece of recreation except for the sword. Oh man, this is so frustrating. I'm not taking sides or anything, but like I can sense the frustration coming from chat specifically.
Average frustrated chat?
Yeah. Trey headed up to TR. Still does need to do Ice Palace. I mean, Yaps and Naps still have some dungeon cleanup to do, but it really is not looking like this sword's going to show up.
The problem with that is it almost has to. We're running out of places
You're not
where other
wrong.
swords can be.
So logically, by the way, for those keeping track, the only sword we have found in Mire logically was required to go up there with 7 crystals to find the dam entrance to get the hook shot, to go to left side GT to get your Quake, to get into Mire to get that sword. Just so we're clear. Come on, Swamp Palace.
Picking up the Swamp Palace small key just in case.
Be a bro. Be a bro. Nope. Swamp is the green pendant, so there's a little extra value in being Arius.
I feel like it was probably an hour and a half ago that I was saying, well, we found Saha, but the things in there were
We're
so
never
bad
gonna go back.
You're never coming back. Well, so much for that otherwise brilliant idea. Famous last words.
It's like they're having home go up to get this hook shot. Oh, that's why we never saw the front of TR, by the way. It was mislocked. Trey is dropping into Ganon despite not having finished all his dungeon. Oh wait, no, he's good. He's good. Ice Palace is never mind. I can't count. Adalor still needs to beat Pod.
Man, Adalor's playing this seed too?
Close, sorry. Listen, I had the team right, okay?
You did. You did have the team right.
Yeah, unfortunately at this point, I think the window has closed for the long shots. What did that say? Did you find? Oh, well, we know where silvers are. What am I talking about?
Did you find silvers next to flippers in Hookshot Cave?
Yeah, did you find silvers that would lead you on a wild goose chase for literally nothing? And yeah, I'll agree with Zelga in chat. Trey did a very good job of managing this Ganon fight so far. Has plenty of resources. Just needs to spend about 3 hours doing spins. Hey, the memes are still real!
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, unfortunately, they took the long route to get that sword. But that is official go mode for long shots now. Doc just needs to go to Ganon. Now, Doc does have silvers, So this is, you know, it is going to be a faster Ganon fight. You know, this is actually going to be kind of close.
Those silvers are going to at least help us tell a tale here.
Yeah. And Chloe still needs to beat Pod. So you're saying there's a chance?
Don't tune back out yet, folks. We've still got a race on our hands.
Meanwhile, get your GGs in chat for Trey Spire, who will be the first one to finish this absolute disaster of a seed. I wouldn't call it a disaster. It's just, it was, we'll call it taxing. How about that?
This hot mess of a seed.
Yeah. Finishing with a time of 2:01:37. So we'll see how much of a lead Trey has for Chloe. Although you know, as long as the Ganon fights go well for Longshots, I do think they are in position here. Doc doesn't have any safeties though, so he needs to be very careful with this. Should be good. Should be good here though. We got through phase 1 and 2.
The problem is, Master Sword Silver's Ganon is just a headache. You start doing silverless hits, and then...
It's literally impossible. Oh, Doc, dude, please don't do this. Boomerang Ganon. Once again, this is fine. That's just... All right, Doc is going to be our second finisher here. Finishing just about 2 minutes ahead of Trey. I think the silvers are going to make the difference here, but it's not over. Especially if home record 60 cycles Ganon. Home should probably use that blue because he's in Oko right now against. The pucker is real. Oh God. All right. Well, we're gonna have to do this again. That's a big bonus for Yaps and Naps now. Now Chloe still does have to do a Master Sword Silverless site, so it's significantly longer. But I think, I mean, home has to do this in this shot now. It's like. Yeah, I'm not sure what Chloe's got in their bottles at the moment. Any Samaria strats? All right, we've got dueling Ganon fights here. Ganondorf's not being super friendly for home so far this second attempt. Meanwhile, Chloe's got pretty good ones. Alright, Home's got one more hit in him, then he's got to use his bottle. Home, just use your bottle. Jesus Christ. Dude, what are you doing? You don't need the magic. What are we doing? The hubris. I'm not even on this team, and this is making me super nervous. All right, Chloe had Chloe had a really good phase 1 and 2 there. Oh, now we're going to use the potion on the safe part of the fight. Okay, dude. All right. I don't know if this is if the difference is enough now. These are really bad warps on phase 3 too. Like, as long as Chloe does this. Yeah, slow and steady here on Chloe's side. All right, well, Homewrecker does take down Ganon. The clock has started for Chloe, but they've got a minute and 53 seconds from when Home finished. Which, as Tyler said, absent a problem, probably not gonna... Shouldn't have too much trouble making up that time. Chloe playing it super safe with the lamp here, not even busting out the fire rod.
I feel like this is the point where you just go ahead and bust out the fire rod and go ahead and finish with some triples, but nope, that's gonna do it.
That's gonna do it. As long as we can cross this bridge, that's gonna be the game for Yaps and Naps. Yep, that's it. All right, so this series is gonna go to a game 3. Yaps and Naps taking this one. Somebody will do the math, but it's pretty darn close. Within 15 seconds, roughly. Whew. All right. Well, I need a breather after that. I don't know. I don't know about the runners.
I feel like we'll get the runners to pile in here, and they can take over talking for a while.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd be able to.
We are joined by our victors, Chloe, Trey, good game.
GG.
Jeez. Jeez.
Yeah, everybody sounds fine here. No, nobody sounds.
Yeah, it's fine.
GG's.
Let's go back to the zombies' home. Those were less stressful.
Home is muted, and I think maybe unaware of it. Or maybe aware of it, who knows?
Yeah.
But GG's, friends. Just wanted to make sure that you all have the opportunity to play Randomizer.
Yeah, because I don't have to, so go ahead. By all means. It was planned the entire time.
So, we were very sad because Home did take a death to Ganon, which was
Oh no!
that was the race.
That's why I'm not talking. I died on Ganon, and we'd have been fine without it. So I'm kind of upset at myself.
Yeah.
GG's.
I feel that. GG, Home.
I mean, but on the other hand, though, Home, like, there's a billion other things that if I had done differently, that would have been it, right? You know, like, you can't, like, just because that's a recency bias issue. Like, just because it's the last thing that happened doesn't mean it's the thing that happened.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I know that doesn't, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and like toxic positivity and say like you shouldn't feel bad, but like, that is also a fact of the race.
Yeah.
There's other stuff we did. So
I mean, it was hard, Ganon.
God. So when did you get your first sword?
I mean, the only way you can after you've done everything else in the game.
Yep.
And realize that the answer is swordless. Did you at least have the out of logic hammer to climb?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Who was first? Which team was first to do that, Gil?
So climb GT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were.
Us. Okay.
Longshots.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I figured they would be.
We felt very behind, I think. So
We were discussing it for so long.
We essentially LL'd that mirror, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, Yaps and Naps hard LL the mirror.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
They were a little bit behind to GT. It wasn't like too much of a difference. It was like maybe like 5 minutes or something, and then they both climbed at the exact same time because there was like literally nothing.
There was nothing left. Yeah, I had like 8,000 resource issues this entire seed.
Yeah.
It was bad.
We were trying so hard to break out of that. Like, we knew something was up there. Just we're like, okay, we found the hammer. The hammer unlocks kind of a bunch. So let's follow that first.
Wait, so I'm looking at SpeedGaming chat right now, and I'm seeing that your Master Sword was not the one on Left Side Swamp.
What? No, we don't even have
our Master Sword was in Meyer.
Damage. Yeah, we got ours in Meyer.
Where was Meyer? We never found it.
At Meyer.
At Meyer. Okay.
Where?
Yeah.
Vanilla.
No, Meyer's vanilla.
Oh yeah, you got that quake right before.
So what? Yeah, I got that quake.
That out of logic quake.
So it was quake. So what we did instead was I went to Ganon's Tower, which was the dam.
The dam.
That
Okay,
had
that's where that was.
with the hook shot in the chest, with
Flippers.
silvers and flippers in Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, I knew. Okay, yeah, there's the silvers difference too.
Yeah. We
And
got the
then sword and left
Ganon
side
hint.
Well, that's across pits. Of course it is, because they don't have the hook shot.
So this seed was garbage.
Yes.
And heck, Ganon.
Yep. That.
Oh well, feels bad, man. Next one will be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Randomizer, which is way better.
No. Okay, wait. I don't think that's the reason.
Yeah. All right. Well, I need to go get dinner together. Home. Always a pleasure playing with you, dude. Sorry the seed was trash, and don't beat up on yourself. There's a billion different things we could have done to scrape that time.
Yeah,
back.
you rolled this.
Yeah?
This is Doc's fault as far as I'm
Okay,
concerned.
cool. No, I'm glad. That's always fun. That's always a fun heel turn to happen as I'm trying to be.
Kidding, Doc. I love you.
I know. I love you too. All right, GG's friends. Good win. Looking forward to game 3. Hopefully, y'all can find a way to schedule it not async so that I can watch and have a heart attack along with, along with Trey.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Well,
We need to talk about that like ASAP.
yeah, they'll figure that out, right?
It's gonna happen right now, game 3. Right?
Quick, call our partners, go!
Yeah.
I mean,
think it's
you joke, but is there any chance we could play this tonight?
Yeah.
No, I mean, that would, I think, depend.
I don't know if Adela's around.
Everyone's
Okay.
West Coast.
Yeah, y'all are West Coast. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Have fun.
All right, I gotta go. Have fun. Bye.
Bye, Doc.
I,
Bye.
All right. Anything else anybody wants to say about that?
Nope. It was a seed. One of the seeds that exists. Tell your friends to play it in Logic entirely and watch them cry.
yeah, actually, very much. That's about it. That's all that I
That's
can
about
say
it,
about
yeah.
the seed. Play it and launch and cry.
All right.
Have fun. Enjoy.
You heard it here. Play Rando and cry. That's what we do here. On
That is what we do
SpeedGaming.
here.
Or go play La Mulana. Go play La Mulana. You'll have a better time with that.
Oh God! Oof. Oof.
You'll also still cry, but
You'll still cry, yes. No, but thanks for comms and stuff and putting this on. Always appreciate a good restream.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Keep an eye out for game 3, maybe whenever that happens.
Yep.
Yeah. There's that's it. I mean, this is it. This is the end of the first round of the league playoffs. So we'll be moving on to round 2 shortly. Once we get this last one resolved. But
That's all we have
that's
to do.
gonna
Just
do
resolve one more game.
one more game. How hard could it be? But that's going to do it for us
you see that
tonight. Thank you to our runners for letting us restream. Thank you to our trackers, Dr. Earworm, Homewrecker, Trace Spire, and Chloe Prower. Thank you, MyDM, for, well, I guess you're welcome for joining you on comms because you pinged about it first. But
Yeah, it was the thing that was there. I figured, why not? It's all the rando we're gonna get tonight.
unless you like Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer, in which case that's coming up next.
Yeah, I
Heck
suppose
yeah.
we can let them have that one then. Everybody can stay tuned for the last game in League here coming up. What do they have until Tuesday or Wednesday to get that one in? I think.
I don't know.
And then it'll be
I
on
don't
round
play
2.
League.
Yeah, no,
Something
I
like that.
dodged this. This was this is easy. I don't have to know. But yeah, thank you all out there in chat. I hope you were entertained for a couple of hours here on your Sunday evening or early Monday morning, whatever it happens to be for you. Come back and see us again sometime, but for now we're signing this thing off.
Okay, goodbye. I love you.